people, 2 o'clock in the morning, you gotta be home in bed, not running to the hospital.
Yeah.
Well, we at least are making it, right? Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Were you here last week?
No, I was with Lisa.
And you can print it whenever you're
Ready?
all right, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Well, I want to again thank Lacey and Dorothy and Pam for leading last week's Shabbat service while I was hosting our Introduction to Judaism participants and Shabbat dinner with Shine a Light with the JCRC at my home last week. Appreciate your help very much. We're going to begin our Shabbat worship this week, the Shabbat, on page 13. Page 13. If you have the big book, the Shabbat Festival and Weekday Prayer Book, it is on page 131. Shir Chadash. We're going to continue our service on page 2 and 3, pages 120, 121 in the big book. Anybody would like to light the Shabbat candles, either here or at home?
I can do it.
Okay.
Can I do it?
Sure.
Okay. You have the paper, right? Or should I bring the book?
I have the paper.
I'm like, I know it, but I don't like know it. Can I use the other lighter?
Yes.
This one makes a bad sound. Thank you, ma'am. Oh yeah. I light them first, right?
Read the English paragraph first, and then light them, and then the blessing.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you, Emma.
Take this. Where does it go?
It goes right on the table.
Okay. Sorry.
Thanks. All right, we're going to continue on page 6, which is page 124 in the big book. Let's read responsibly in the middle of the page. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship.
May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture.
May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity.
May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
May the synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life.
Amen. We're going to continue on page 20, page 138 in the big book with Lachado D. We'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, and when we reach verse 9, we rise to face the rear of the sanctuary as we welcome the Sabbath bride. Now from outside the prayer book by Rich Orloff. Sometimes when I notice what I haven't noticed, it chills me to the bone. The myriad variations of green on the path I've taken so often, how can I not have noticed? The paths I've walked past every day, welcoming me, how can I not have been aware of them? The blazing yes standing before me, shining for all to see. How many times have I passed it, confined to the thoughts in my head, unaware of possibilities or convinced that they are so remote, when they have only been one thought away from me. I grieve about the open doors that I assumed were closed, the open gates I didn't even see, the offers of love that approached so close and stared me in the face when I had my eyes tightly shut. I grieve about the blinders I've stubbornly worn, as if I decided my soul cannot absorb too much light. And I pray for the courage to open my eyes so I can see all there is to see. Continue in the big book. בית ישראל בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן יהי שמירה במברך לעלם לימי עמיה יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה Return to page 28, 146 in the big book. As able, we rise for the Baruch Hu and remain standing through the Shema. Ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la. Continue on page 130, 148 in the big book. Let's read together in the middle of the page. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Put your finger in page 34, 152 in the big book, and then turn to page 373, 677 in the big book.
73.
373, 677.
Goes that far.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Please be seated. We continue on page 36, 154 in the big book with Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'beitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha uv'kshartam le'ot ayadecha v'hayu l'totafot bein einecha uv'tavtam al mezuzot beitecha ubish'arecha lema'an tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim le'Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiyot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet. Page 39, 157 in the big book. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot. That wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Page 40, 158. La 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Come on. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. Page 43, 161 in the big book. Let's read together at the top of the page. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. Page 44, 162. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ויהי ובני ישראל אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השמיני שבת ויהי נחש, שבת ויהי נחש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We turn to page 46 and following, page 164 in the big book. As able, we rise for the tefillah. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor, v'Hano חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מחלקל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומיתו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. We are seated. And we continue on page 55, page 173 in the big book. Let's read together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 57, 175. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadecha v'yirah na'avod. Page 60, 178. Shalom Rab. Whoops. Nobody's going to be able to sing in that key. At least not me. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Ta'asim Le'olam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Ta'asim Le'olam. Ki ata u'melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata u'melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Ta'asim Le'olam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Ta'asim Le'olam. V'tov ba'einecha le'orei et avcha few moments for silent reflection and prayer, using the words on the next few pages or those that flow from our hearts. Page 62. Oh, say shalom bimama, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, Ya'kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, Ya'kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, Ya'kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. We have a birthday tonight.
Happy birthday.
Sandra, can you pin her? Three dots. Where's this pin? There we go. And unmute her. Hey.
I'm here, Lise.
All right. All right. God of day and years, author of light, our times are in your hand. We thank you for the blessing of life and for all that enriches our lives. We gather today in special thankfulness to share in Sandra's birthday joy. May she be blessed with health and happiness and with the strength to overcome sickness and sorrow. And may we have the privilege of coming together for many more years to celebrate her birthday together with family, loved ones, and this holy congregation, as together we say, Amen.
Amen.
And we join together in Shahachianu. Baruch atah
Oh,
Adonai,
Adonai,
Eloheinu,
Eloheinu,
melech
melech
haolam,
haolam,
shehecheyanu,
shehecheyanu,
v'kiyamanu,
v'kiyamanu,
v'higiyanu,
v'higiyanu,
lazman
lazman
hazeh.
hazeh.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of all, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this time of joy. Happy birthday!
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday,
Thank you
Sandra.
so much. Thank
Very
you,
welcome.
Eileen. Thank you
I'll have
so
to,
much.
you have to remind me to give you your birthday lollipop next week.
I'll remind you. 88 years young.
Amazing. All right. We turn our thoughts to those in need of healing of mind, body, and spirit. Page 253, 371 in the big book. 253, 371. Misha Berach Avotenu v'Imotenu Abraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Hu Yivarech et HaCholim. Patty Baker, April Bell, Elaine Boschnack, Bruce Dalby, Brian Dalby, Nell Dalby, Carolyn Dowland, Stuart Dowland, Dolores Ettinger, Barbara Frisbee, Irene Heichman, Rick Kramer, Mary Krause, Pastor Sandra Leifesti, Linda Manning, Robert Manning III, Dennis Martin, September McLeod, Kat Medeiros Oropeza, Carol Miller, Steve Oropeza, James Phillips, Joe Robley, Pamela Roberto, Shimshon Ben Abraham Visara, Bethany Sellers, Mike Stern, Katie Trujillo, Karen Musatine, Marvin Zimmerman. Are there others for whom we are praying for healing this Shabbat? We'll start first in the room. Anybody on Zoom? Eileen?
Ronnie Ames, Jerry Grant, and Conrad Jubin. Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you. Anybody else on Zoom?
Jack Agassi.
Thank you. Anybody else? For those whom we've named and those we name in our hearts, we continue. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yimalei Rachamim Aleichem, L'hachal Imam U'Lerapotam L'hachazikam. V'yishlach lahem mehera refuah shlema min hashamayim, refuat hanefesh, refuat haguf. Hashtab yagalav bizman kariv v'nomar. Amen. And we join together in the Misha Berach that we sing in the middle of that page. We turn back in our prayer books to page 245, 363 in the big book for Seder Kriyat HaTorah, the service for the reading of the Torah. Happy is the one who finds wisdom, the one who gains understanding. For its value is greater than silver, its yield than fine gold. It is more precious than rubies. No treasure can match it. Who would like to help with the Torah tonight?
I can do it.
I can do it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Udevar Adonai, Yerushalayim. Page 248, 366. Baruch Shenatan, Torah, Le'amo Yisrael, Mikdushato, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadol Adonai iti, Uniromema Shemo Yavdav. Lecha Adonai Havdullah ve'Havura shamayim
U'va'aretz ki va'aretz lecha Adonai ha'malacha. Yamid Noleros.
Please be seated. Have to roll a little bit.
Not the rolling.
Yeah, the rolling.
Joe, you want some rolling music?
Sure.
Da, 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 da.
2 weeks ago.
Muppet music. Anybody here watch The Amazing Race? So one of the activities that they had to do is they finished season on Wednesday. One of the activities they had to do was trip to the set of Sesame Street for Cookie Monster.
Oh my goodness.
He ate it and then popped up out of his trash can and gave them their next clue.
That actually now they would eat, but originally they were rice crackers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Interesting.
now there's like a very specific recipe, and so it is technically food, but it's not a cookie per se.
Sure.
Because it's not
It's
good.
a puppet.
All right, we got it. That wasn't too bad.
Feels like you were rolling for a while, but you're sure?
It was only 3 partial. All right, let's join Baruch, Baruch Adonai Hamavarach Leolam Va'ed, Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam, Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim, V'natan Lanu et Torato, Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah. Vayeshev Yaakov be'eretz Mugurei Aviv be'eretz Canaan. And Jacob settled in the land where his father sojourned, the land of Canaan. Ele Toldot Yaakov, this is the line of Jacob. Yosef ben Shva Esrei Shana Hayaro et Echav Batzon, Hu Na'ar et Bnei Bilha ve'et Bnei Zilpa Nishei Aviv v'yavei Yosef et Dibatam Ro'eh El Avihem. Joseph was 17 years old, and he shepherded with his brothers his father's flocks. He was the helper to the sons of Bilhah and the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives, and Joseph would bring bad reports back to his father. Notice, by the way, that it says when Joseph was 17 years old, but this is the line of Jacob. They only talk about Joseph. The other thing is, they talk about the children of Zilpah and children of Bilhah, but what happened to the children of Leah, right? She's not mentioned here. Very interesting.
The flocks are animals, yes.
V'Yisrael, yes. V'Yisrael ahav et Yosef mikol banav, ki ben zekunim hulo, ve'asalo ketonet pasim. And Israel loved Joseph more than all of his brothers, For he was his son of his old age, and he made him an adorned tunic, coat of many colors, as we know it colloquially. Here's the other thing which I find really interesting here, is that this Torah portion and continuing will go back and forth between Jacob and Israel. Remember when God changed the names of Abraham and Sarah from Avram to Sarai and Sarai to Abraham and Sarah? They were never referred to again by their old names. But here, the Torah goes Yaakov and Israel, because many of the commentators suggest that it is because Jacob himself finds himself in two worlds, one where he is righteous, Israel, and one where he still has that streak of being Jacob, deceitful. Okay, let's see. Vayiru echav ki oto ahav avichem mikol echav vayisneu oto. And Jacob loved him more than his brothers. His brothers saw that Jacob loved, that their father loved Joseph more than all the other brothers, and they hated him and could not even speak words of peace. Dreamt a dream, and he told his brothers, V'yosifu od sno oto, and they hated him even more. That there we were binding our sheaves in the middle of the field. V'hinei kama alumati, and my sheaf rose up, v'gam nitzvah, and it remained standing up. V'hinei tisaveni alumotechem v'tishtachavena la'ulamati. And your sheaves all gathered around and bowed down to my sheaf. Vayumrulo echav, and his brothers said to him, Hamloch timloch aleinu, do you mean to rule over us, to reign over us? V'et mashol tishmol banu, and to rule over us. V'yosifu od sno oto al chalomotav v'al dvarav, and they continued to hate him because of his dreams and because of his words. V'yachalom od chalom, and he dreamt another dream, another dream. Vayisaper oto le'achav, and he told it to his brothers. Vayomer, saying, Hine chalamti chalom od, I dreamt another dream. V'hine hashemesh v'yareach v'echad eser kochavim mishtachavim li, and behold, the sun and the moon and 11 stars bowed down to me. V'saper el aviv ve'el echav, he told his father and his brothers, Vayigar bo, and ve'aviv vayomer lo. He told his father and his brothers were envious of him. Vayomer lo ma hachalom hazeh asher chalamta. What is this dream that you have dreamt? This is Jacob speaking. Asher chalamta. Tavo navo ani v'imcha ve'achecha lahishhtachavot lecha arza. And are you telling me that we are to come to you, your mother and I and your brothers, and bow down to you, to the ground? And his brothers were very envious of him. Ve'aviv shamar et hadavar, and his father took note of the matter. Va'yilchu el Yosef, halo achicha roim bishchem. And Jacob later on came, Israel came later, said to Joseph, your brothers are pasturing the flock in Shechem. Lecha ve'eshlachecha alehem. Come here, and I'm going to send you to them. Vayomer lo hineni. And Joseph responded, I'm ready. Vayomer lo, and Jacob said to him, Lechna ro'eh et shlom achecha v'et shlom hatzon. Go and take note of how your brothers are faring and how the sheep are faring. V'hashvi'eni davar, and bring back a report of it. V'yishlachehu me'emek Hebron, and he sent him from the valley of Hebron. Vayavo Shechema, and he arrived in Shechem. Vayimtzeu ish v'hinei to'ah basadeh, and he came upon a man who was wandering in the field. Vayish alehu, and he asked him, Ha'ish lemor ma tivakesh, and the man asked him, what are you looking for? Vayomer et achi anochi mivakesh. I'm looking for my brothers. Hagidani, tell me, please. Ephohem roim. Where are they pasturing the flock? Vayomer ha'ish nas'u mizeh. And the man said to him, they've gone from here. Ki shamati omrim nilcha dotena, and I heard that they said, let's go to Dotan. Vayelech Yosef achar achiv v'yimtzaem b'Dotan. And Joseph went after his brothers and found them in Dotan. Phew. Let's join together in the blessing after the reading. Page 250, corresponding to page 368 in the big book. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'nagei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. We rise in honor of the Torah. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael. Al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe, v'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael. Al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe. Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la. Page 256, 374 in the big book. Yahalalu et Shem Adonai ki niskav shemo levado. Let us praise the name of Adonai, for God's name alone is exalted. Eitz Chaimi Lemachazikim Ba V'Tomchea Me'ushar Derachea Darchei Noam V'chol Netzivotecha Shalom Hashivenu Adonai Elecha V'nashuva Chadesh Yameinu Kekedem. Thank you, Maury.
You're welcome, Lisa.
Please be seated. Imagine the following scenario. You are your father's most beloved child, and your brothers hate your guts. One day, Dad calls you over and says, hey, your siblings are out there in the field really far away. That's why I read so much, by the way. Really far away, so please hurry and check on them for me. You're a good kid, so you do as your father asked, but then you meet a stranger, quite possibly an angel, who tells you that your brothers are up to no good and that they're very likely planning to hurt you in a very bad way. What do you do? As far as Jewish law is concerned, it's not really much of a question. Saving a life, especially our own, trumps just about everything else, even the commandments to honor our parents. But as this week's Parsha kicks into gear, its hero, the one and only Joseph, makes a very different choice. Instead of going back to his father Jacob and saying something like, sorry, Dad, but I have it on good authority that if I go out to that field, I may not make it back alive. Joseph continues on his mission. He finds his brothers, and the rest is history. They gang up on him, toss him in the pit, and sell him into slavery. The rabbis, no surprise here, spent millennia trying to understand why Joseph acted as he had, needlessly risking his life. But the Lubavitcher Rebbe, the late Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson, turned the whole discussion around. Joseph, he explained, wasn't merely risking his life because he was eager to honor his dad. Instead, he did so because he realized it was time to set a personal example. If you've been following the story of Jacob's children these last few weeks, you know that the kids aren't exactly all right. Simon and Levi embark on a vendetta against their enemies, earning a beratement from their flustered father. Not to be outdone, Reuven also fails to honor his father by moving the old man's bed around from tent to tent without consulting him. In short, the boys are falling short when it comes to showing respect for their father. Joseph knows it. And he knows that a world in which we just let things slide, turning a blind eye to bad behavior, seeing others misbehave and saying, hey, that's none of my business, is a world that slowly but surely skids into chaos and cruelty. What his family needs, he realizes, is an example of courage, of virtue, of grit. And so he stands up and decides to show his brothers what real kibud av, honoring your father, looks like, even though the risk is great. And in so doing, he's not really honoring just his father, he's honoring God and God's commandments as well. Setting an example, taking action despite great risk, keeping the tradition alive. Sound like any holiday you know? It is no coincidence that we're reading this week's Parsha so close to the start of Hanukkah. Like Joseph, the Maccabees too put their own lives in danger. There were only, according to some rabbinic sources, 13 of them. And yet they took on the greatest military of the time. And yet, they, like Joseph, prevailed. Why? Because that, thankfully, is how Jewish history works. The light always triumphs over the darkness. Love always defeats hate, resentment, and jealousy. And the eternal story of the Jewish people always goes on, no matter how much trouble it faces and how many evildoers rise to try and curb it. It hardly takes a Torah scholar to realize that the story of Joseph and the story of the Maccabees is also our own story. We too are being called upon to do things that seem overwhelmingly difficult. We too are facing enemies that seem keen on robbing us of our faith, our confidence, and our dignity. And if we learn from our forefathers, stand tall, and show the world what Jewish pride and resolve looks like, we too will not only survive, but thrive. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Speaking of Hanukkah, our annual Hanukkah celebration, our potluck latke dinner, fresh latkes, song singing, potluck dinner, lots of fun, the white elephant gift exchange, lots of fun. Register, please, soon. It will be next Friday at 6:45, a very, very brief service followed by frivolity. Please continue to donate non-perishable food items to support the San Antonio Food Bank now through December 31st. If you prefer, make a check payable to the San Antonio Food Bank and we'll be happy to deliver it with the food. Join the Congregation Shalom Mahjong Club on Sunday, December 21st and 28th at 1:30 p.m. for Mahjong. Contact Sandra or Andrea for more information. Join the Chesed Committee, the newly about to be formed Chesed Committee. We need volunteers to help make phone calls, visits, and meals for members who are ill, recovering from surgery and or are bereaved. Contact Lacey Dalby, her email is in the bulletin to volunteer. We also need a co-chair. Andrea has agreed to co-chair the committee, but she needs help. So if you are willing to volunteer to be on the committee and or to co-chair it, please let Lacey know quickly so we can get this going. My High Holy Day sermons are now posted on our website. Go to About Our Rabbi, and they're on that page. My High Holy Day sermons are now posted on the website. Go to the About Our Rabbi, and they're on that page. Any other announcements? Anything I missed? All right. Phew. We are going to continue with the concluding portion of our service, beginning with Aleinu L'Shabeach. You'll find it on page 282, page 586 in the Big Book, As Able We Rise. Aleinu L'Shabeach La'adon HaKol, La'teit Gedula L'Yotzer Breshit, Shehu Noteh Shamayim V'Yoseh Haaretz, U'Moshav Yikaro B'Shamayim Mima'al, U'Shchinatu Zo B'Govhei Meromim, Hu Eloheinu Ein Od. V'Anachnu Korim U'Lifnei Melech Malchei HaMlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Page 287, 591. Ve'ne'emar ve'haya Adonai lemelech al kol ha'aretz. Bayom hahu bayom lecha u'shemo echad. Page 295, 599 in the Big Book. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. This Shabbat, we remember Barbara Kling, cousin of Eileen Callahan, who is in the period of Shloshim, 30 days since her death. We also remember in the period of Shloshim, Itai Chain, Sudisak Rintalak, and we are still waiting for the return of one more hostage. We remember this Shabbat. Is there anybody else observing a yard site or remembering somebody for Kaddish?
Mel Eckelbaum.
Anybody on Zoom? We remember 10 people who perished in the Holocaust. Shlomo Wiesel, Lahos Grunbaum, Clara Roth, Clara Angel, Julia Singer, Mani Spielberger, Margit Mandel, Bella Einhorn, Esra Fogel, Ejek Jeps. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for blessing as we turn to the words of the Mourner's Kaddish, page 294, 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyamechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah barach le'olam u'lomei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei kudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Ser shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yal kol yoshei tevel v'imru amen. May the one who makes peace on high help us to make peace here on earth and peace to all who are bereaved, as we say.
Amen.
Please be seated. I was going to teach you a new I don't know Lam tonight. You think we're up to it? Or should we wait till there are more people here?
I mean, if you do it now, then some of us will know, and then.
Absolutely. I was told, I introduced this to the people in the music of worship class, and they really liked it and said I needed to teach it. So I'm going to. Okay.
What page are
We are on page, thank you for asking.
I don't have the book memorized, I'm sorry.
We are on page 321, 625 in the big book. We're going to start with the chorus. It goes like this. Adonai lama asher malach. Try that. Adonai lama asher malach. B'terem kol yitzir nivra. B'terem kol yitzir nivra. Li'et nasa v'chepzo kol. Li'et nasa v'chepzo kol. Azai melech shemo nikra. Azai melech shemo nikra. Let's try to put it together. Adonai lama asher malach. B'terem kol yitzir nivra. Li'et nasa v'chepzo kol. Azai here's the verse. Let's try that. I don't know lama asher malach. B'terem kol yitzir nivra. Li'et nasa v'chepzo kol. Azai melech shemo nikra. Li'et nasa. Li'et nasa v'chepzo kol. Azai melech shemo nikra. Adonai lama asher malach. B'terem kol yitzir nivra. Li'et nasa v'chepzo kol. לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה, אדון עולם אשר מלך, בטרם כל יציר נברא, לי נעשה בחפצו, אזי מלך שלו נקרא, והוא אחד, ואין שני, להמשימו להכבירה, בלי ראשית, בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה, אדון עולם אשר מלך, בטרם כל יציר נברא, לי נעשה בחפצו, אזי מלך שלו נקרא, והוא אלי, וחי גואלי, וצורך לי יצרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנע כוסי ביום לקרא, אדון עולם אשר מלך, בטרם כל יציר נברא, לי נעשה בחפצו, אזי מלך שלו נקרא. Last verse. בידו הפיתוחים, ביתי שם ביעירה, בירוחי גביעתי, אדוני לי ולא יירא, אדון עולם אשר מלך, בטרם כל יציר נברא, לי נעשה בחפצו, אזי מלך שלו נקרא.
Cool.
I grew up with that melody.
I was gonna say, it sounds like a camp song.
I learned this at Camp Yavna when I was a teenager, and I have loved it ever since. Whew. Who would like to lead us in the Kiddush this evening? Rod, you up to it tonight?
That's juice. Okay, you want
That's
wine?
fine.
Okay. Emma, juice?
Yeah. Twisted his arm.
Okay.
You will find the Kiddush on page 5, corresponding to page 123 in the big book.
This book has some wine on it, but that's okay.
Okay, please join with me.
Baruch
Baruch
Adonai
Adonai
Eloheinu
Eloheinu
melech haolam,
Borei
borei
peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'atzavaru b'shabbat kodsho, v'ahavu v'atzon v'chilanu, zikaron Aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom tefillah, l'mikra'ei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, ki banu b'charta, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shamaat kodecha, b'yahava u'ratzon, inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen. L'chaim. Thank you, Rod.
All right, I am stopping YouTube.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz,
Te Avon.